Hey, welcome to an exhilarating ride through the corridors of genius and deception, where a cafeteria hierarchy is more complex than calculus. The students are masterminds driven by mysterious teachers. Shh. Class is in session, and you do not want to skip a single lesson. Let's begin. Our hero boy, Kiyotaka, is on his way to his new elite school, the Tokyo Metropolitan Advanced Nurturing High School, pondering about human equality being a myth when he gets interrupted by Miss Perfect and her loud commotion for fairness on the bus, saying someone should give up their seat for the lovely old woman. After dead stares, a woman finally gives up her seat, ending the awkwardness. The bus soon reaches the elite high school set by the Japanese government to foster the youth to become future leaders with a 100% employment rate. Kiyotaka is minding his business when another student named Suzune stops and accuses him of staring at her amidst the seat-giving standoff. Kiyotaka couldn't care less about Suzune's lecture and proceeds to the auditorium for the orientation. The student council president, Manabu, welcomes the new students into this serious school. The hierarchy is divided into 4 sections from A through D, with all the average bunch in class D. And as luck would have it, Kiyotaka lands in D along with Lil Miss Perfect, Kikyu, and sassy Suzune, and another coincidence, he gets to sit right next to her sass. Wonderful. While waiting for the teacher to arrive, one student proposes they introduce themselves. Good idea. Everybody starts their introductions. Some brag about their hobbies and others...
I'm Kikyo! My biggest wish is to become friends with everyone in school! I'm so excited!
Bubbly. When it comes to Kiyotaka's turn, he makes the most notorious disinterested impression, but still, his classmates are kind enough to appreciate his efforts. Soon, their homeroom teacher, Sei, arrives and briefs them about the school rules. Students must stay within the school premises and cannot leave without proper authorization, limiting their exposure to the outside world. Want to hit the mall, catch a movie, or perhaps inhale pizza? No problem. Their school has it all, and each student will be awarded 100,000 points on the first of every month. In other words, $100,000 for their use throughout the school. The students are assessed on merit, and these points reflect what the school thinks the student is worth. After school, Kiyotaka fills up his groceries with new points, and is about to leave when he senses the off-putting aura from Suzune, who also happens to be shopping. Since they sit right beside each other, Kiyotaka suggests they might as well get along. After initial reluctance, Suzune finally introduces herself to him and adds that his social skills are pathetic. Kiyotaka doesn't deny it, and she belongs to the same category, which Suzune agrees. However, she has no intentions of mingling with anyone. Kiyotaka notices Suzune is buying all the cheap stuff despite being rich. She doesn't need expensive stuff, it's better to save a little, you know? They glance at the free products counter and wonder why it's even there, probably for spend-happy students who use all their points. Whoa, what's that? A commotion distracts them. One of their classmates, the hothead Ken, gets into an argument with some upper-class C students. Kiyotaka walks out to see what's happening, but the argument subsides, and Ken kicks the trash before stomping away. Kiyotaka notices a camera and decides to pick up the trash can. The coming days witness friend groups forming and the students mindlessly spending their points like spoiled brats. Meanwhile, Kiyotaka and Suzune remain loners, but Suzune doesn't mind her loner status. Kiyotaka, however, decides to go to the cafeteria.
I need your help! I need to become friends with everyone in school! But Suzune doesn't like me.
What do you need me for?
Well, I figured since you're the only one she talks to, you could help me get closer to her. Please?
After school, Kiyotaka asks sassy Suzune to accompany him to a cafe. He is too scared to go alone, so she agrees. But once there, she soon realizes Kiyotaka is playing matchmaker and is ready to leave immediately as Kikyu pops up. Seemingly a coincidence, Suzune makes it very clear she doesn't want to be friends with her. She wants to be alone, which makes Kikyu sad. Well, that didn't go very well. Back in his room, Kiyotaka mulls over the school's odd vibes. Money flying like confetti and teachers unbothered by what students are doing during the lecture. You can almost feel them sinking deep into the hole. On May 1st, the students' wallets remain empty. What? Something is wrong. The teacher enters with a grin and informs them that their no-shows and classroom antics have finally caught up with them. Their performance and results are reflected in the monthly points, which in their case is 0. So they get nothing. No worries for our boy though, he's still got points left over to survive. But wonders if Suzune has caught up on the scheme. There is still hope for the others. Teacher Sei explains the S system. And with current stats, Class D ranks the lowest. But if they ace midterms and beat Class C's score, they will earn 100 class points and will be promoted to Class C. But whoever fails will be expelled. Whoa, look out, Kikyu's coming to say hi. Gotta leave. Wow, she does not like her. I wonder why. Amidst class poverty, Suzune treats Kiyotaka to a schmancy meal to discuss the 3 lowest scorers, Ken, Haruki, and Kanji, who have refused to join the newly formed class study group since they are kinda outcasts. And if Suzune ever wants to move up to Class A, she needs his help to prevent those 3 losers from failing their midterms. So his job? Convince the outcasts to join her private study group as payback for setting her up at that cafe. He agrees, but his social skills suck. He chooses a tactical alliance with Kikyu and manages to herd the trio into Suzune's study group, only for Suzune's tough love to send them packing. Kikyu also exits with a parting shot about Suzune's rude teaching words cutting deep. Oof. Later that night, Kiyotaka is running an errand when he spots Suzune and her brother, the Perez Manabu, talking about how she's worthless and will never make it to Class A. Ooh, this heated exchange is escalating fast. Just as Manabu's about to cross a line, Kiyotaka jumps in, showing off moves that leave Manabu shocked. He instantly knows who he is, the mysterious perfect 50% scorer from the entrance exams. Must be pretty smart to get perfect 50s on every test. But Kiyotaka shrugs it off as coincidence. The two have some coffee. Suzune admits she finds it difficult to understand him, and officially disbanding the study group due to its lack of success. Feeling indifferent about the potential expulsion of classmates, she believes the class can ascend, but without those who are unwilling to study. Kiyotaka challenges her perspective, suggesting that her disdain for others could be why she's in Class D, leaving Suzune wondering. Alright, it's the day after midterms and shabam! Surprise, surprise, everyone aced their exams. How? Suzune suspects Kiyotaka's involvement in it. Let's back up. 3 days ago, Kiyotaka spotted Ken getting bullied by another student, Kakeru, until Honami from Class B intervened and threatened to report them. Ken still isn't keen on getting help, but Suzune catches up with him after practice and hands him class notes she has prepared. Better study, man, or you won't be able to play basketball anymore. Meanwhile, Kiyotaka and Kikyu negotiate with an upper-class student, and after paying him a hefty 15,000 points, they receive the midterm quiz from 2 years ago, which matches the previous year's questions perfect. Kiyotaka asks Kikyu to be the Santa and distribute the answers to their classmates right before the exam, so they could easily memorize them and ace the test. Skip back to present. Dang it, poor hothead Ken still managed to fail by a mere 1 mark, thus facing expulsion. While everybody frets, Kiyotaka meets privately with teacher Sei, attempting to buy the 1 mark Ken needs to pass, leveraging the rule that points can buy anything. But Sei demands 100,000 points, a sum Kiyotaka can't afford alone. At this moment, Suzune steps in, offering to cover the shortfall. She remains committed to advancing their class despite the odds. Later, the students celebrate their success in gloomy Kiyotaka's dorm room, and when Kikyu asks him how he managed to convince the teacher to save Ken, he credits Suzune in favor of advocating for Ken. It's a lie, but he can't be bothered getting all the attention. Kikyu secretly feels a tinge of jealousy, and after cleaning up, she leaves, forgetting her phone in his room. So Kiyotaka trails after her, only to find Kikyu going somewhere alone. Strange.
What a pain in the ass. So you think you're better than me just because you're prettier? I hate your guts! I swear to God, I hate you! I hate you! I hate you! I wish you would just drop dead, Horikita! I hate you! I hate you! You stupid cow!
Oh my. Her phone suddenly rings, giving away Kiyotaka's hiding spot. Left with no choice, he comes out.
If you tell anyone what you saw, I'll tell everyone you're a worthless perv who assaulted me. I've got your fingerprints. Do you understand?
Understood.
Great! Glad
I can trust you with this secret.
For now.
I guess Suzune was right about not liking this girl. Anyway, the next day, Kiyotaka is unsure of Kikyu's dual personality, all while stuck in an elevator with her and sassy Suzune. They're on their way to class when they meet that Honami girl from before, who asks them if their class points have been updated. Nope, Class D's points have been delayed, and there's nothing they can do about it. Bummer. Teacher Sei informs Class D that 3 basketball club members from Class C complained against hothead Ken attacking them. But he asserts it was self-defense. Ken's innocence is hard to prove without a witness, resulting in an even longer point delay. At least until the hearing with Class C and the student council take place. To help the hothead, once again, Class D looks for witnesses, with 0 luck. No worries, Kikyu is best friends with Class B Honami, and they were able to rope in Ryuji, who turns detective and wallpapers the school with wanted posters, you know, for dirt on the Ken fiasco. Bingo! A tipster spills the beans on the trio, alleging they were schoolyard baddies back in the day. Honami wishes to regard the mystery snitch, but can't figure it out. Kiyotaka offers to help and notices the large amount of sum in Honami's balance, making him wonder what she did to get that many points as a first year. Kiyotaka's room becomes the official hangout spot after his classmates clone his keys. Rude. During a gathering, Suzune mentions noticing Airi acting nervous in class, suggesting she might know something. The next day, Kikyu questions Airi, who denies knowing anything, and accidentally drops her camera, breaking it. Panicked and fearing exposure of her secret identity, Airi flees with her camera. And that's it for now. Thanks for joining us on this wild adventure through these halls. Check out some of these videos and subscribe to follow along with future escapades. Until next time, class is dismissed. See ya.